Okay, turn on your webcam, everyone, if you could. And Tina, go ahead and read, do this, put your palm together.
Namo fundamental teachers, Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo fundamental teachers, Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo fundamental teachers, Shakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million that not is difficult to encounter. Now that I have come to receive and hold within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the first come one true and actual meaning.
Okay, that's good. Okay, let's do quickly here. All right. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Emily, you do number 33. Go.
It's a man. Oh, it is a man's own mind, not his enemy or foe, that lures him to evil ways.
Okay, that's good. Sylvia, number 34 and 35 together.
The wise ones fashion speech with their thought, sifting it as grain is sifted through a sieve. In a controversy, the instant we feel anger, we have already ceased striving for the truth and have begun striving for ourselves.
Okay, that's good. Tina, you can do number 36 and 37 together. Unmute. Go.
Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, man and woman cannot live without a spiritual life. Virtue is persecuted more by the wicked than it is by the good.
Good. Kaden, turn on your webcam. Go. Kaden. Good. All right. Let's see. Ratner. Let's see. Number 38.
Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. When one has the feelings of dislike for evil, when one feels tranquil, one finds pleasure in listening to good teachings. When one has these feelings and appreciates them, one is free of fear.
Good. Kaden, turn on your webcam. Go. Thank you. Kaden, read number 41. Unmute.
All wrongdoing arises because of mind. If mind is transformed, can wrongdoing remain? Of course not. And this brings you back to transforming the mind in order to transform your life.
Okay. 42. Read the 42 as well.
You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger.
Okay. Serena, 43 and 44 and 45. Turn on your webcam. Go.
There are two mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way and not starting. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely.
Okay. Christina Jill, go ahead and 46.
However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do for you if you did not act upon them?
Okay. All right. Did I miss anyone? Okay, Ariane, 47 to 49.
The foot feels the foot when it feels the ground. There is nothing so disobedient as an undisciplined mind. There is nothing so obedient as a disciplined mind. Whatever a person keeps pursuing with his thinking, that becomes the inclination of his awareness.
Good. Ethan. Ethan Vaughn. 51 gone. Ethan, are you there? Hmm. Boy. Okay. Um. Okay, Dylan. I haven't seen you for a long time. What happened to you? You're not yet connect. Okay. Okay, Dylan. Read number 51.
A man asked Gautama Buddha, I want happiness, Buddha said. First remove I, that's ego. Then remove want, that is desire. And see, now you are left with only happiness.
Okay, good. Make sure you stay here. Because I have a good story to share to you today, and I don't want you to miss. Okay, Ethan Wong, you do number 52 and 53 together, and also 54 together.
An outside enemy exists only if there is anger inside. Friendship is the only cure for hatred, the only guarantee of peace. Happiness is a journey, not a destination.
Okay, that's good. You know what is happiness? Is a journey, not a destination. It means that along the journey, every part of the journey you enjoy, and you make your life beautiful. That's what it means. You don't have to wait until you reach the destination, okay, to get the happiness. No, okay. Darren, what happened to you? Okay, all right. Did I miss anyone? If raise your voice if I miss anyone. All right. Let me we do the meditation, then we would come in and we will I have a good story and we will have a good discussion about the story. I want to understand how you think about this story. All right. Okay. Close your eye and sit still. 1, 2, 3. Good. All right. All right. Serena, Leland, Ratner,
20,
23.
Kaden, and
14.
Ethan. All right. Everyone, I would like you to pay attention before I show you the story for today. I want to, you know what? I think it should go straight to the story, and I will talk about the other thing later. Let's do this. All right. Arian, you start out, read the title of the story first, then you go from beginning.
The story of unfilial piety is worth pondering. Number 1. In X village, Y district, Good Force province, there was a family of 8 people who in a short time had a tragedy that was known throughout the 10 streets in 8 countrysides. Although most do not understand what Buddhism is, everyone considers this to be retribution. The couple in this family has spent many years working hard to raise 6 children, including 3 sons and 3 daughters, taking care of their responsibilities as parents. They get married, build a house for their sons, and buy enough dowry to give their daughters in marriage. Fulfilling these tasks is not easy, very hard and difficult. It's obvious to everyone.
Okay, stop right there. Tell me what you have read.
So, there's a family that has 2 parents, 3 daughters, and 3 sons, and there was a tragedy, tragedy, tragedy. Um, uh, they do not understand what Buddhism is, but then they consider
Okay.
it.
Mm. Yeah. Here they introduce about the charity of the family. That means the people, even though the people in the village do not understand Buddhism, it's at least they understand the retribution. That means the law of cause and effect. Okay, so you will learn about the strategy of the family down here. What happened to the couple? That means the father and the mother. Amen.
They work hard to raise the children.
Okay. So they arrange marriage for the children. They buy things, they fulfill whatever the parents. That's how the parents always sacrifice a lot of things for them. Okay, now. Okay, all right. Ethan, the father.
The father became seriously ill due to overwork and died. Everyone in the village sighed and said that he was destined to suffer. But his wife was even more miserable because her husband died less than a month. The wife suffered a brain hemorrhage, leading to paralysis of the body and had to lie on the bed. Although she can use her left hand to eat rice, she can't go to the toilet or shower by herself, so she needs someone to take care of her. 6 children, including sons and daughters, 3 sons-in-law and 3 daughters-in-law, a total of 12 people, not counting grandchildren. How did they treat their mother, who had sacrificed all her life to these children?
Okay, let's stop right there. Tell me what you just read.
So the father became ill and died, and the wife was miserable.
And what happened to the wife?
She suffered brain hemorrhage leading to paralysis.
You know what is paralysis?
No.
Paralysis, that means her body is paralyzed. That means she cannot move. She cannot sit up. She cannot move. She cannot do anything. She only lie there. That's what paralysis means. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so she need help to go to the toilet and take care of her, right? So, and now we will see how the 12, that means the 6 pair, right? That means 12 people. How do they take care of their mother? Let's see how they did it, how they do it. Kaden.
At first, they arranged 2 people in a group taking turns taking care of their mother, but soon the couple of the 3 sons felt very sick of it and tired. So things started happening in the house. Due to discord among the daughters-in-law and the daughters, they often broke out and caused a ruckus. Therefore, they forbade the daughters from bringing rice to take care of the mother. At first, the 3 sons also gave their mother some food and drink. Then they thought, if she eats and drinks, she has to go to the toilet. So the 3 daughters-in-law began to reduce the food intake for their mother-in-law. Sometimes they wouldn't let her eat anything all day because the daughters and 3 daughters-in-law do not get along. They rarely visit, sometimes 10 days and half a month.
Okay, stop right there. Summarize.
So at first, they were taking 2 people to take care of the mom, but then 3 of the sons got sick. So then something different happened, and the daughters,
You know what is felt very sick of it? You know what does that mean?
they don't want to do it anymore.
They don't want to do it anymore. That doesn't mean that they get sick, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Keep going.
And then the daughters, sometimes they would cause trouble trying to discuss what to do next. So they forbade the daughters from bringing rice to take care of the mom. And then they started. Then they thought that if their mom eats too much, then she has to use the toilet. So then the daughters-in-law started not letting the mom eat as much.
Why that?
So that the mom doesn't have to go to the toilet as much.
Why the mom not go to the toilet? But what good about that?
They don't have to help her do it.
They don't want to clean her up.
Mm.
You understand? Because she cannot move, right?
Yeah.
If she go to the toilet, they are the one who clean it. And they sick about that too. Good. All right. So and what happened to the daughter? The daughter.
They didn't get along a lot, and they fought a lot.
And they rarely come, right? On about 10 days or even half a month, they come visit once. Okay, let me tell you, this is very important. Because the daughter-in-law and the daughter, they do not get along and they fight, right? And you know what? Therefore, the son forbade the daughter. That means the brother forbade the sister come to the house to take care of the mom, right? And you know what? The 3 sons, that means each one they have with the wife, right? That means 3 pair, they arrange to take care of the mom and feed food and drink for the mom. And you know what? That make her go to the toilet a lot, and that means they have to do more work. And the daughter-in-law doesn't want that. That's terrible. And you know what? The son allow the wife doing that. That is also very terrible. Anyway, let me ask you guys. So you understand the story so far? Who can help me to answer this question? If you could, I'm very happy to hear that. We don't want things happen bad to us, right? We don't want that happen. But you know, you never know. Things could happen. Let's say that in the future, when we get married, and we have the mother-in-law in that situation, that means she's sick and she's paralyzed. What if you are the daughter-in-law? What should you do? Or you are the son-in-law? What should you do in this situation? Yes, Sophia.
You should take care of the mother-in-law because she's the one who gave birth to your spouse.
But it's a burden. Do you think that's too much for you?
No, it isn't a burden because it's your mother or mother-in-law.
Remember, doesn't matter it's your mother or your mother-in-law, we should treat them the same. Period. The reason I'm saying that, if we don't, that means we are unfilial children. That means the children who do not respect their parents. And that karma, that bad karma, you cannot be able to bear. You cannot be able to tolerate it when the retribution comes to you. Does it make sense? Yes, we don't want our mother-in-law in that situation, or we don't want our mother in that situation, but nothing guaranteed, right? But when that thing happens, we should take care of them. That's what makes you become the virtual person. That's how it makes you have a lot of blessing. This is where you get the blessing. The money cannot buy this kind of blessing. Does it make sense, Tina?
Yeah.
Christina Chiu, what do you think about it?
I think that if I were the daughter-in-law, I would also support and watch out for my mother-in-law or father-in-law, because like Sophia said, they give birth to my spouse, and they probably care for me as well, so I should return the favor to them.
When you, even though when we get married, yes, we take care the parent-in-law, but don't ever forget your own parents. They also equally important. Don't ever forget that. Emily, you understand so far what we discussed? Emily?
Yeah, Thầy.
You understand so far? Nellen?
Yeah.
Do you understand what we just discussed?
Yeah.
You have any question?
No.
Ratner, how about you?
Yeah.
Kaden, do you understand so far?
Yeah.
This is important. Don't take things lightly. If you take things lightly on this matter, what happened to your children? They look at you as a role model. Do you think they would treat you good? You know what? They will roll us into the nursing home and even don't even take a look at us. They never complain because we are the role model for them. If we don't do it, they will follow our footsteps. They do exactly even better than us to disrespect us. Remember, that's what the law of cause and effect. If we don't take care don't take a good care of our parents, then they will not take a good care of us. Then don't ever complain. I'm very serious about this. I told you the story about how I take care of my mom, right? Not only my mom, even my godmother, but whoever older than about the same my parent age, I also take the same care. You know what? When I still before I became a monk, I spend most of my time. I spend time to help the senior, the old people. I don't spend time to go out and play. No, I don't have time for those things because those things we call meaningless. If we spend time for those things, we make our lives shorter. Does it make sense? Arian, does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
If we spend time for the meaningless things, right, we make our life shorter. But when we spend time for the meaningful things, we make our lifespan longer. So, and you know what? And even though when the when one of them go into the nursing home, I spend a lot of time. I visit them for 3 days or 4 days a week in the nursing home. And you don't know how the nursing home life look like. It's terrible. Because I was too busy with my work as well. Um, but I also want to make sure that I visit her and talk to her. When I go in there, I spend 1 hour at least to talk with her. And I also take care of her own laundry. And sometimes I also make food for her. This is what we should do. If you want to gain the marriage, the blessing, this is the way that you should do. When we use the money to create the blessing, those blessings come and go. It won't stay with you. But the blessing that you create when you use your love and kindness and compassion, it will stay with you forever. Does that make sense? That's the difference. Sophia, you understand, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. You know what? A lot of people in this world disrespect the parents. A lot of them. Only handful people know how to honor the parent. Only handful. You know what does that mean? Not many, very little. If we don't learn the Buddhist teaching, we will not know how to honor your parents. Christina Chiu, before you learn from me, do you think you know how to honor your parents?
Before I learned from you, I respected my mom, but I didn't know how to like honor her.
Right, Sophia? Mm. So, Helen, understand God? Okay, now we continue on our reading. Okay, so they do not give food to the mother, right? And that's really sad. That's really sad. Okay, anyway. Sophia, did I call you yet?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Once the three daughters visited their mother, discovered that she was so weak that she had no strength. So they put their ears close to her to hear her whisper, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. So they hurried to find something to feed their mother. Unexpectedly, the three daughters-in-law, seeing this, got angry, ran to where their mother-in-law was lying, and shouted loudly, You just finished using 2 cups of porridge. Why do you still want to eat? Do you want to die or not? You said that and made your daughters think we were unfilial. Thanks to the tenacity of her 3 daughters, she was finally able to eat a little. While feeding their mother, the 3 daughters took advantage of their sisters-in-law's absence, so they put their hands in their mother's belly to feel the thin belly, proving that her sisters-in-law's words were a lie. So the next day, the 3 daughters brought their mother 6 eggs. She ate it all in a moment. Then, as if boosted, she whispered to her 3 daughters,
Good,
if you...
stop right there. Stop right there. Tell me what you said right.
So, the 3 daughters came to visit their mother, and they heard their mother tell them that she was hungry. So they tried to give her some food, but the three daughters-in-laws wasn't very happy about it, and they said that that they already gave her 2 cups of porridge, and and they were like, "Why'd you make us look unfilial?" So after they were gone, the 3 daughters fed the mother, and they felt the mother's belly, and found out that the 3 daughters-in-law were lying about feeding them because the mother's belly was thin. And the next day, they brought their mother 6 eggs, and the mother ate them all.
Good, that's good. Thank you. Kaden, did they call you yet, con?
Yeah, you already did.
Christina Võ, go ahead and read this one for me.
If you don't come, they won't let me eat even a little bit of rice. They want me to starve. A few days later, the 3 daughters brought their mother delicious food to nourish. While the daughters were feeding their mother, the 3 brothers saw them. They immediately grabbed it, threw it on the ground, trampled on the food with their feet, angrily scolded them, do not to let the mother eating the food, claiming that she had a brain. I don't know how to say that.
The brain hemorrhage,
A brain hemorrhage, that she could not eat nutritious food and was prone to bleeding. They said, if you make the mother die, who is responsible? If you want to take care of the mother, then take her home and take care of her. Don't come here to take care of her food and not want to take care of her at your own home.
Okay, stop right there. Tell me what happened.
So the mother told her 3 daughters that if the 3 daughters didn't come, then the 3 daughter-in-laws and the 3 sons wouldn't let them eat, wouldn't let her eat. And when the brothers saw the sisters feeding the mom rice, the brothers stepped on the food and scolded the daughters. And they said that the daughter should just take them to their own house. And yeah.
Okay. Do you think the daughter who brought food to the delicious food to the mom, do you think they are really good daughter?
Could you repeat that?
The 3 daughters, right? They brought the delicious food to the mother. Do you think they are really good daughter?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Who can help me to answer this? Tina, what do you think?
I think they're not really the good daughters, but they're just daughters that care for their mother, but not care much to bring them home. Seeing their daughters-in-laws and not caring for their mother, they did, instead of taking their mother home to take care for them, they decided to just feed their mother but not fully care for her.
But that means they are not really good person. Okay. Why that they don't want to bring home and take care of the mother at home? Why was that? Ethan, why was that? Nelson,
Yeah.
why the daughter did not want to take their mother home and take care of her at their home? Why was that?
I think the daughters don't want to take their mother to their house because they think that it's too much work and they don't want to take care of her like that much.
They what? Say one more time.
Because they think it's too much work and they don't like really want to do all that work.
Okay. they think, okay, you say that they think it's a lot of work for them and they don't want to do it. That means it's a big burden, right? What do you think? If you were in that case, Dylan, what do you think? Are you going to do that? The same thing with the daughter?
No.
Do you think that take care of our parents is a burden?
No.
Never. If we think it's a burden, we pray a very terrible karma because they are the one who sacrifice everything for us. Okay. Never have that thought. Okay. Not even if we have any kind of evil thought against our parents, that is a serious karma. We need to understand that. Okay. I'm very serious on this thing. I want to help you do not have any karma against the parents. Okay. So, all right. Ratner, did they call you yet, Ratner?
No.
Okay. All right. The story in their house.
The story in their house soon spread to the whole village. Before long, in the courtyard, they heard a cry calling for their mother. The callousness of leaving her mother hungry caused the unfortunate old woman to die early. The sound of her children crying and screaming heard the earthquake. They wore mourning robes to take their mother to the burial. The thick yellow paper money was thrown into the air, blown away by the angry cold wind.
Okay.
A month
Okay. Yeah. You explain to me this one. What happened?
So they heard a cry calling for their mother.
You know who heard? Who heard the crying? You know who heard? The village was the people. The village in the people in the village. Okay. They heard the crying call for them for their mother. And what happened again? What happened? Runner. What happened to the mother?
Oh, she died?
Yeah, she died early. Why she died early?
Because she was hungry?
Yeah, because they did not feed the mom, right? She died early. After she died, what the children do?
They wore mourning robes and they took their mother to the burial and they threw.
Before that, the sound of her children crying and screaming heard the earthquake. You know what does that mean?
No.
Okay. Who can help me to understand this one here? Christina, do you understand this?
I think the sound of her children crying and screaming, I think it was like loud and as chaotic as an earthquake.
But why they do that?
I think they said it to like show how big of a surprise it was.
Do you think they are really sad to see the mom die?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No.
They make the mom die early, huh? They make the mom die early by not feed her enough food. That's what they did. Why they want the mom die early? Who knows? Arian, what do you think?
I'm kind of confused now.
You confused? Oh my. Okay, no problem. Sophia, can you help me?
They want her to die early so they don't have to take care of her anymore.
Right, because that to them, that is a burden for them, right? The quicker they get rid of the mom, the better they are. And but why they cry so loud? Sophia.
Maybe to make it seem like they cared for her. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. They make like they seem like they are the filial children. To who?
The village people.
To the village people. But you know, do you think the village people know them well?
Yeah.
Yeah, they know them well, know them very well. That means they know those children are unfilial, but they still do it anyway. Okay. And they swim so loud, just like the earthquake. You know what? They make it like the people think that they are very filial children. And you know what? They also use the fake money to burn the fake money for the mother. So the mother can use the fake money when she dies. She go down there and she can use it. Do you know what you seen this one? Let me show you this. That's a good thing, a bad thing. You can tell me, and I will explain to you. Okay. You guys need to learn this to have the right view. Okay. Okay. This is the fake money. Okay. You see the dollar. But you know what do? They buy this thing. They use the real money to buy the fake money to burn for the dead, so the dead can use it. Do you think they can use it? Tina, what do you think? You think the dead can use this money? Hayden, do you think the dead can use the fake money?
No.
Never, because this is not compliant with the law of cause and effect. Think about this. If the person before they die, right, they are very poor. And after they dead, if we use the fake money and burn and so they can become rich, is that the law of cause and effect? No. This is the wrong view. What do we call this thing? This is what we call superstitious. Superstitious. That means we believe in the wrong view. And this is terrible. What happened? American, right? They do not know this culture. And you know what? When they still alive, they are a billionaire and millionaire. When they die, if no one burn this fake money, they poor. That doesn't make sense at all. Does it make sense? Anyone? Tina, you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what? They not only burn the fake money, but they also burn the what do you call the house, the paper house, paper clothes, paper paper car for the dead. Oh, they burn all kind of this thing. You see that paper car here? You know who will be benefit from this? Who knows? Who will be the most benefit of this thing, of this kind of superstition? Who will be the most benefit? Christina, you understand?
I'm guessing, but I think the living will be most benefited because they're tricking themselves into believing that the dead will be rich in the afterlife when actually they're not.
Why the living get the benefit? If we are the living and we believe into the wrong view, how do we get the benefit?
Like, I don't know.
If we believe into the wrong teaching, how do we get the benefit? The wrong teaching will cause us to create a bad karma. How do we get the benefit? No. You know who benefit the most? The business people. You understand? That means
Yeah.
the one who sell this thing. They
I was
want
gonna
us
say
to,
that.
huh?
I was thinking that, but I didn't think it was right.
That means the one who sell this thing, they are the one who make a lot of profit. The more people believe in this, the more money they make. They make the real money, not the bad, not the fake money. Does it make sense to you? Arian, you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So be careful. Don't ever believe in this kind of superstition. It's very dangerous road to walk. Learn the Buddha teaching, give us the right view. Do not go into the wrong view. Okay? Because the wrong view does not comply with the law of cause and effect. Okay? Because they did not do anything, just burn the money, they become good. No such thing like that. Okay, all right. Anyway, all right. Okay, now, Emily, did I call you yet? Emily?
Yeah, come time.
Okay, now you can read it.
Where do I start reading?
A month later.
A month later, the eldest son suffered a cerebral embolism and was admitted to the emergency room at the provincial hospital. Although he was saved, he became hemiplegic. His limbs contracted. The eldest son was discharged from the hospital for a month. Then the second son and the eldest daughter-in-law continued to enter the hospital. They also suffered from the same cerebrocellular embolism. After 12 days, these two still have not been discharged. The second daughter also has the same disease and has to be hospitalized urgently.
Okay, stop right there. What happened then? Emily?
The son, he had some kind of sickness, and he had to stay in the hospital, I think, for a month, and uh he was discharged for a month. And then the I think the second son and the eldest daughter-in-law, they continued to go to the hospital, but they also had the symptom, and after 12 days they still had not been discharged from the hospital. Oh, and also has the same disease. Has to be hospitalized urgently.
Okay, you see that? The mom just died, right? Not even a month yet. Well, just about a month, right? Later. The eldest son, he suffered from the serious disease and he admitted into the hospital. And you know what? Even though he's still safe, you know what? His life is done deal. That means he cannot move, right? His limb is contracted. He cannot move. The eldest son, the eldest son was discharged from the hospital for a month, but the second son follow him to go. And the second son and the eldest daughter-in-law to follow the eldest son to enter into the hospital. You see that? And you know what? They have the same disease, just like the eldest son. And you know what? Even for 12 days, right? They did not discharge from the discharge from the hospital. That means they not leave the hospital yet. The second daughter have the same disease and to be hospitalized urgently. Do you know what does it mean? Who knows? Why they happen? All these people happen within just a very short time after the mom died.
Karma.
This is where the karma get them. This is where the karma get them. The most evil karma in the world. You know which one? What is the most evil karma in the world? Who knows?
Disrespecting our parents.
Disrespecting the parent, right? That is the most evil karma. When we disrespect our parents, oh my goodness, that is the most terrible karma we pray. But what is the most wholesome karma we can pray?
Honoring our parents.
When we respect our parents, that is the most wholesome. That means the most good karma we pray. Okay, they are opposite. Okay, so well, today I think we stop right here. So in this story, I want to teach you guys when time come with our parents, don't take things lightly. Remember that, don't take things lightly. Take it seriously. Because they are serious for us, and we should respond seriously for them. You know what? In our country, in our culture, we have a word saying like this: the two parents can take care of the 10 children, no problem. But the 10 children cannot even take care of a single parent. Do you know what does that mean? Why they cannot take care of a single parent? Because they poor. What do you think?
Because they're lazy?
No, they are not lazy. Lazy people, we can forgive them, but this is more than lazy. Why the 10 children cannot take care even a single parent? Serena, do you know why?
No.
Ratner, do you know why?
Yeah, home.
Who know why? Tina?
Because they don't know how much their parents put in for them.
Well, that's one, but okay, all right. But what is the most, okay, Sophia.
They think it's a burden?
Yeah, it's a burden for them. Remember, the children, if they have the mindset thinking about the parent as a burden, that is the most foolish children. Because that mindset will push them into the hell. Because they pray the bad karma when they disrespect the parent. Does that make sense? So this is important. So we have to be very careful. Because the children, even though 10 children, right? They cannot take care of a single parent because why? They pushing the responsibility around. You know what does that mean? Who knows? They pushing the responsibility around. You understand that question asked you?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Well, what does that mean? Help me.
It's like they don't want the burden, so they're giving it to their siblings or their siblings-in-law. Like if my mom told me to do the dishes, but I didn't want to, I would tell my sister, and then she would tell my brother, and then it would go round and around.
You know who will suffer the most?
Us.
Oh, no. When we're pushing around, who will suffer the most?
Oh, the people who are pushing it around, because
The parent. In this case, is the parent. Because they feel very bad, right? All their life, they sacrifice for the children. Now, this is how my children treat me. Đến chút này gọi cho cô đang hello. Okay, để tiếp tục 5 phút rồi. So the parent, when they see that, they feel very bad. Very bad. Okay, anyway, we stop right here. All right. All right. I don't want you guys in the future make the wrong decision about your parents. Okay? Because I don't want you to create a bad karma. Okay? All right, Dylan. Dylan, well,
Yeah.
read this one.
May every living being, our minds as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with heart of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Namo Yida Bhak. Namo Yida Bhak. Namo Yida. Thank you, God.
Nam mô Phật.
Nam mô Phật.
Nam mô Phật
Ngài
Thầy
Cao
Tâm
Lên Thầy.
Thầy.